The performance of Theresa May's government in the Brexit talks has been slated as chaotic and incoherent in a leaked paper describing the views of top European officials. The damning verdict includes concerns over the unimpressive and surprising behaviour of Boris Johnson, the Foreign Secretary, and David Davis, the Brexit Secretary, respectively. The Liberal Democrats said the scathing assessments of British ministers showed they were turning the UK into an international embarrassment on Brexit. The internal Irish government paper was obtained by Root News and is based on a compilation of political reports from Irish embassies across Europe between November 6 and 10. It claims that Brexit was barely mentioned during a meeting between Mr. Davis and French ministers for defence and foreign affairs, something which was viewed as a wasted opportunity. The paper states despite having billed this in the media in advance as a meeting to unblock French resistance, Davis hardly mentioned Brexit at all during the meeting, much to French surprise, focusing instead on foreign policy issues. In another meeting, a minister in the Czech government described Mr. Johnson as unimpressive but noted that at least he had avoided any gaffes during a visit in September. Jakub Durt, the Czech deputy minister for foreign affairs, supposedly told officials he felt sorry for British ambassadors around the EU trying to communicate a coherent message when there is political confusion at home. In Latvia, senior government officials said UK ministers had made a poor impression on their rounds of capitals and Latvia is pessimistic with regards to reaching an agreement in December. The officials added that the biggest problem is the chaotic political situation in the UK government. Meanwhile, during a meeting in Luxembourg, Ian Forrester, the British judge in the European Court of Justice, bemoaned the quality of politicians in Westminster. He also wondered if the British public would view Brexit as a great mistake when they realised what leaving the EU entailed, according to the leaked paper. The report was compiled just weeks after the Prime Minister told EU leaders in Brussels that focus would be on three key issues. It highlights the significant concerns that will make it difficult to progress negotiations ahead of next month's summit. The Department of Foreign Affairs in Dublin declined to comment on the report, so too did Downing Street. The PM's spokesman said, "I don't comment on leaked documents. The government is working hard on preparations for Brexit." He defended the UK's preparations for Brexit and insisted there was a good and constructive relationship between London and Dublin. The spokesman explained there had been progress in talks on the issues with Ireland, particularly the common travel area, but there was more work to be done. Everybody accepts that. He added equally, everybody is committed to ensuring a frictionless border. Tom Brake for the Liberal Democrats said, "Our government is turning the UK into an international embarrassment. That our government is in a state of Brexit chaos and confusion is a view shared by the EU, the British public, and UK business leaders. The only person left thinking it is going well is David Davis," he declared. Mr. Brake claimed Britain's future was hanging in the balance, and the clock was ticking on Article 50, yet the government remained divided and incoherent on Brexit. At the end of this process, when the final deal is on the table, or the chaos and confusion of no deal presents itself, the British people must be given a chance to exit from Brexit, he added.